Injury Attorney Jamison Allen here from Marc Lopez Law. We have a suggestion to help you stay safe on the roads. Be very careful when you see or when you're approaching an intersection that has traffic controlled by a flashing yellow arrow for left turns. Now, if you grew up with this flashing yellow arrow, you probably don't have any doubt about what it means. Intuitively, you know that it means you're supposed to yield to the oncoming traffic before you turn left. That it operates really like what a green light means. When both directions have the green light, if you're turning left, you have to wait for the oncoming traffic that has a right of way to clear the intersection, then you can turn left. So states and cities engineers decided a while back that this was a better reason. They actually thought it was safer to have a flashing yellow turn arrow instead of just a green light, the traditional red, green, yellow lights. Unfortunately, the flashing yellow arrows have caused a lot of problems. We get calls on a pretty regular basis involving crashes that involve these flashing yellow arrows. The biggest problem is that for drivers who didn't grow up in an area where these flashing yellow arrows are used, and this is only a recent change in their area or where they're traveling, they're not familiar with what it means. And intuitively, what they think it means is that they have the right of way because it's a flashing yellow. Because in their lives, their driving experience, all they have known is that a flashing yellow means that you have the right of way. It's a caution light. You have the right of way, cross traffic has a red flashing arrow, which means they have to stop, you don't. You have to use caution, but you have the right of way. So you can imagine if a driver is approaching an intersection, sees the flashing yellow arrow, thinks they have the right of way, that's going to be a problem if there's oncoming traffic. Hopefully, they will do what they should have done if they were really prudent with a caution light and approach very cautiously and watch the other traffic, and if the other traffic doesn't seem to be stopping, that they will stop. But a lot of times, obviously, they don't. And then that'll end up with a intersection crash, often a T-bone crash, which can be very dangerous and sometimes fatal. Intersection crashes are not good because of the forces in the physics, just the reality of how the physics work. So, what do you do to protect yourself in this situation? Well, one, if this is brand new to you, read about or pay attention to what flashing yellow arrows mean. If you're one of the people who didn't know, that's what it meant, that you have to yield to the other traffic. Make sure you're doing that. When you yourself are approaching, treat it very cautiously. You're going through an intersection, so certainly make sure that the other traffic is not going to be a danger. Don't make assumptions on their speed, etc. And if you're the approaching traffic, be cautious as well. Now, if you're the one turning, what most places have done is put up a sign that says something along the lines of left turn yield on flashing yellow signal. That might help a little bit to help someone who's unfamiliar understand, but it doesn't do a lot. If you think about it, when you're driving, you make a lot of quick instinctual decisions. We drive very much by second nature, so a lot of people aren't going to read that sign at all. If they do read the sign, they have to spend a couple seconds at least reading it, and then probably a couple seconds more thinking about what it means and as it applies to them, and by that time they're probably already turning. So the signs don't do very much. Don't assume that the signs will. And if you know that the intersection is governed by a left turn, like I said, if you're the approaching traffic, be cautious. In fact, you should probably do that every time you go into an intersection. If you see someone that's about to turn left or has their signal on or in the left turn lane, if it doesn't look like they are stopping, don't make the assumption. Never make an assumption. Make sure that you're observing them slow down and stop before you proceed through the intersection. And then, of course, if your town, your city, county, state wants to put in these flashing yellow arrows, make sure that they're doing it based on the science, because from what we've seen, these flashing yellow turn arrows are unnecessary. They're dangerous. They have a few benefits in regards to traffic flow, but they cause tremendous problems. And like I said, the intersection crashes, it's not just tap on the bumper type of problem. Can be very serious in regards to injury as well as property damage. So there's the driving safety tip for the day. If you have any questions about that or anything else, give me a call. Jameson Allen, injury partner at Marc Lopez Law, 317-632-3642. Stay safe out there.